Just give the word and we'll get underway.
The eye is open to you, Constellation. Aha! The eye is always open to Constellation.
Haven't set foot on the Eye for ages. Hope Vladimir is in a good mood today.
We got a rook on deck. Good to see Constellation getting some fresh blood.
Glad you two finally have a chance to meet.
Wish I could have been down at the lodge to see the artifacts come together. But I got a little lost peeking through the eye. Always preferred working alone, even around people I like. But we're all working together on this one. No finer group in the stars to be unraveling this mystery. Now, this station, the Eye, rigged up for deep space scans. Barrett and Sarah teased out the signs of where our artifacts could be hiding after we caught our second one. But the data takes a slow ride along the Sea of Light. Years or decades between us and the fringes of space without a grav drive. You won't be the only constellation out there. Andreja and Matteo are both following up on scans themselves. Matteo went out recently, but Andreja, it's been a while. Hate to pull a worried old man act on you, but I'm an old man and I'm worried. Another rook in Constellation who's making a name for herself. Likes to be on her own. I can relate, so I try to look out for her more than most.
Yes, indeed. Stop worrying so much, Vladimir. If she's out there, we'll find her.
She should be at one of the 2 sites I've marked on your star map. Can take care of herself, but we all need backup sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you'll be catching Fortune's smile, and we'll have some more artifacts to take a closer look at. Happy hunting. Usually doesn't. I'm overdrawn from Lady Luck 3 times over. It's a long tale to tip your ear on. But if you ever wanted to visit, I have a house out there in the Starfield. Thought I was going to see life's eclipse from there, but Constellation swept me away. Haven't been there since we started on the Eye. If you do go there, turn the lights off when you leave, okay?
lifting off right away, or do you need a little bit of time? I'm sure they had something we can use.
I cannot give up.
What happened here?
Hold on. You are strong. Concentrate. I'm trying, Surak, but it's getting worse. I can feel my mind slipping. Fragmenting. I'll become one of them. You have to get away from me. No, I will not leave you here. It's pointless. We share this fate. This is our end. The great... No. No, it's happening. Sarok, run. I can't stop it. Basira.
I should be the last. Is someone there or... My mind turns against me. I must return to engineering and make one last attempt to restore the power.
I have something I need to discuss with you. You've got something for me? Thanks for taking the time to talk. I wanted to ask you about the artifact you found on Vectera. When you pulled it from the rock, held it in your hands for the first time, how did you feel? No, I don't think you understand. I know about the visions, the light, and the music. How did you feel inside? What were your thoughts? Raw energy? I've never heard that one before. I shouldn't be surprised. The artifacts aren't exactly what you'd call normal. Honestly, I wasn't sure how you'd react. Some people would consider what you went through a deeply personal experience. Oh, well, I enjoy hearing about them. Professionally, of course. Either way, we need all the help we can get. The artifacts are so different, so alien, and I'm certain one of them reached out and spoke to you. Quite the mystery. Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett claim to have heard music, I've made the leap that the artifact was reaching out. Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way that I know of to reply, and believe me, I've been trying to gather data on the damn things for years. Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores of inconclusive metallurgical test results, and wild theories. Frustrating? No. Bewildering? Yes. It would be, oh, well, an explorer's dream to solve a mystery like this. I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank you for taking the time to talk, and for keeping an open mind. And I also wanted to say, well, I'm pleased we're on this journey together. It's the best decision I've made in quite a long time.
Post-incident log. Something has gone horribly wrong. We were in orbit directly above Dasra, monitoring our current experiments when we experienced a sudden energy surge. I fear the source came from the city itself. It triggered our graph drive and jumped the Oracle to an unknown location. We thought members of the crew were somehow lost in the jump. But later, we were attacked by what I will refer to as vortex phantoms. I thought I recognized some of them. Could it be that the energy surge has somehow transformed them and warped their minds?
I could have sworn... never mind. think I see another area on the other side of these crates. If they can be removed...
Vessel, post-incident log. The Oracle has continued to jump. It is completely out of our control. Not only that, but I believe the initial surge of energy we experienced is transformative. With each passing day, more of the crew succumb to whatever residual energy we were exposed to. Most are instantly hostile, but we discovered some are able to retain a sense of self. At least, momentarily.
Might as well take what we can.
power cells dislodged in the last jump. The gravity. Restoring the gravity may pull the cell into place. If I can get to the control room, if I can just... No! They are coming!
Do not repeat. Not force. This is Sirach on the Starfield oracle. We are anomalous readings. Member crew have been compromised. Do not repeat. Not force. Hey, contact Charlie 3. That's you. Charlie 3. Nice to meet you. Bye, Charlie 3. Hi. Just doing my daily paying it forward. Avoid the Altair system. Like big time. Sure. So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system, and oh boy! Spacers all over the damn place there. Distress call, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game, best we just give it a wide berth. Am I right? Oh, it sounded bad. Real bad. But I had my own problems. I had to plot a course out before the spacers took out my grav drive. Sorry, I'm just not constitutionally capable of the big space fight thing. Charlie 3, you are looking to pay it forward like big time. Oh, I mean, I won't tell you you're crazy, but wow. Bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week.
Aquila's a fun place. Just keep your sidearm at the ready is what Dad always says. Bye!
We'll try to keep out of your hair while we're on route.
Ah, fancy a bit of spelunking, do we?
This is now a combat zone. Warning. I am programmed to prioritize the completion of my tasks over the safety of nearby humans.
If you're searching them, make it quick.
Hostiles in range. I am taking damage.
This will end badly for you.
Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like raw energy was coursing through your veins? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Oh, well, sure. It's not an emergency. Let me know when you have some time. Badly for you. Jump looked painful. Not doing that.
Something's out there.
Huh? Was that you? Plenty of organ.
There's something I need to talk to you about. Something you need? Remember our last conversation, when you told me the artifacts made you feel like raw energy was coursing through your veins? Well, it got me thinking. So I dove into our archives and started looking through Constellation's older journal entries. Just because I wasn't familiar with the experience you described, doesn't mean the same might have been true for my predecessor. Really? I'm surprised that I haven't. After reading those journals, all of the pleasant memories of my time spent with Aja just started flooding back. Oh yes, absolutely. I didn't mean to compare. Those were just... oh, I don't know. Different times. Aja was the one that taught me the ropes at Constellation and took me under her wing as her protege. Yeah, I thought so too. That's why I adopted her methods. You know, Aja and I logged quite a few interesting discoveries together. But it was the journey itself that I'll never forget. We catalogued unusual stellar phenomena, a few habitable worlds, and some unique life forms, but nothing SSNN would bother to report. Exactly. For me, it was all about the quieter moments. There was nothing quite like sitting back and watching space bend while listening to Aja spin vivid stories to fill the time. Oh, I find that sort of cozy isolation the best way to really get to know someone. At this point, I'd say you've graduated from protege and moved up the ladder. A bit. You know, all this talk about Aja reminds me that my time with her was a gift. I miss her dearly. No, she retired. Living on Porima 2 now, I think. Come to think of it, if we're ever out that far, perhaps we could pay her a visit, and I could make proper introductions. Well, I don't expect you to be a carbon copy of Aja. Just be yourself. You see, it's clear that we share the same hunger to discover what's out there. And that, well, that's what intrigues me about you. I don't know if I deserve to be that close to anyone right now. If you knew about the things that I've done, the way my life's unfolded, I think your opinion of me might change. Please, give me some time. I have to go.
I quit mining because I thought a construction job would be easier. Joke's on me. Construction is hard work, but it beats working at chunks. Those kitchens are a real horror show.
I got work
out
to
of
do.
here.
This cargo's
This
not
is a
gonna haul
construction
itself.
zone.
Griplight's got another thing coming if they think we're working overtime.
I'm fresh out of coffee crystals. The miners went through my whole stock in 3 days. I've got all the basics, I think. To be honest, I haven't checked the supply chest in a while. Best thing about a job like this is that it gets you out of the city. I'm not a big fan of crowds. Or nosy strangers, for that matter. Here's what I've got in stock. Total hard ass. We've had a ton of turnover already, and it's only been a few weeks since we set up shop. We'll lose the whole crew if the supervisor doesn't cool it, myself included. Nobody likes working overtime. Well, got to go. Bye.
Look at this world. It's beautiful. Just beautiful.
You traveled a ways to find me. If you're here on behalf of the outpost, don't bother. I've had my fill of our glorious leader's dictates. I'll hear you out. I have been feeling that way myself. I try to be. This might be annoying enough to work. Fine enough. I'll go back, all right? It'll be safer if we travel back together. You lead the way. We're all breathing a sigh of relief around here now that we're all back together. Thank you. Here, this is for you. You've earned it. Good luck out there.
appears things have gone downhill since the last time you were here. Argos has clearly washed its hands of this operation.
Well, you're back. Oh no, don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties, they didn't make it. Well, how could you have? You weren't here. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
Not for them, anyway. Barrett is more dangerous than you might think.
Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hela. I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up. Want to try fixing that computer? Go ahead. Don't see what good it will do since they're already gone, but fine. Here.
You need any more, feel free to scavenge around. Only managed to scrounge up one so far. I'm sure there's more around. I'm fine, Dusty. In this line of work, you make do, even when the worst happens.
This is the personal log of Lynn's amazing right-hand man. That's me, Helen. Another day, another giant rock. The rock currently in question is Vectera, which is, it's a moon. It's in space, it's got ore, like the last 100. Unless you're me and can appreciate the beautiful distinctions between neodymium, vanadium, and iridium. I love these clowns, but most of them can't tell iron from lead.
Jump calculations before we're out of range.
Out of range of what?
Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never.
What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship.
You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face.
We're doomed. Capital D, doomed.
Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat, rescue us.
So, you actually get that computer working again? What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Hella, on the other hand. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay? Well, don't start buying me stuffed animals for my birthday or anything. But yes, all right. I don't like seeing my people hurt. Even Barrett and Hella. Just get after them, okay? And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me. Seems seems like you've been keeping busy, Dusty. If, you find yourself in need of a capable traveling companion, we should talk. My contract's up with Argos, and I could use a change of scenery. Sure. I don't mind taking orders from a former employee. It can't be worse than working for Barrett. If you give me an outpost to run, I'll have it optimized for rapid material production in no time. I can make myself useful in other ways, too. I'm a good hand with explosives, and you'll never hear me complain about carrying a heavy pack. Works for me. I'm not fussy about assignments. I'll go where I'm needed. Right. I'll get to work. Let's catch up later. If you're overloaded, we should stop and prioritize what we're carrying.
Good luck finding Barrett. Keep an eye out for Hella while you're at it.
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know you aren't really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars to navigate. That's so cool. Liftoff looks good. But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell me the tale of a certain Solomon Cub, where his stargazing landed him.
Orbital pattern locked in.
You are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And we're done. Enjoy Gagarin.
Landing initiated.
definitely looks more rundown than Ebb's side on Neon. And that's saying something.
Welcome to Gagarin. Need some work done?
Mech construction is a dead industry, Chief Notorious. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant Medical, Arcanine.
Investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again. People...
How you doing, Sweet Pea?
Well, I'm okay. But I'd be a lot better if...
Let me guess, you'd be a lot better if you had a bigger book allowance.
You know me so well. So, what do you think? Grab jump.
On the Starfield oracle. We are anomalous in readings. Members have been compromised. Do not...
Touching down.
Wonder how many life forms are roaming this planet. Time to find out.
This mining facility looks stable, but at the first sign of seismic activity, we should get out of here.
Don't come any closer. Identify yourself.
Ah, good. I suppose I should have guessed. It has been too long since I checked in.
I'm just glad we found you unharmed, Andreja. Vladimir and I were worried.
You are the newest member, yes? Do they often send you to check up on other, more senior members? Perhaps. I suspect Vladimir worried you might find me on the ground. instead of this one. We waste time. We should complete our mission and then we can talk. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
Take him down!
Once again, we are triumphant. Come then. Meet your death.
Damage registered. I will attempt to regain sensor contact with the enemy.
Oh, you're going down.
It would be advisable to vacate this area. Please proceed with caution. There is heavy machinery operating in this area.
Finally got you!
I heard something. There you are.
Incoming! Whoa, where did they go?
Best not to leave anything useful behind. Cowards.
We're bringing bad.
Do they have anything of value? You did not respond when I called to you after you pulled out the artifact. Does that mean Barrett's theory and experience were correct? The artifact grants the first person who touches it a vision? The fact that it has happened to both you and Barrett is already more than we had before. I think it is important that we discuss what you saw back there. That man. What I had done. It was, yes. I appreciate that you see it that way. A very practical outlook, not one I find is shared amongst members of Constellation. May I ask what your background is? Argos. I have heard of this company. Small, reckless. Interesting. I do not have experience with this profession, but I have my own experiences with risk. We both seem to be unusual additions to Constellation. Please, I would ask that you not mention to Vladimir the circumstances in which you found me. This is not the first time that Va'ruun zealots have attempted to corner me. If it is known that this has happened again, well, it has been a while since I was given an assignment on my own. I would not want it to be even longer in the future. Do you understand? You are unfamiliar. This is a surprise. Few have not heard of them. They are fanatics, having taken the teachings of House Va'ruun and twisted them into a belief that the galaxy must be wiped clean before the Great Serpent's return. So, in this I would say I have done the galaxy a favor. Mom, this means we are in agreement. Thank you. That is good to know. I will finish here and return to New Atlantis when I can. You should go now, as they will be expecting us. I will meet you back at the lodge.
Far the mighty have fallen, eh? I wonder if any discovery reports have come in while we were away.
I am at your service, Captain.
You're worried. Why?
Captain, now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research. The exploration of an unknown planet can be a major undertaking. By building an outpost, you will be able to construct scanning equipment, resource extractors, and defenses. It is even possible to set up multiple outposts capable of manufacturing, allowing you to build advanced equipment. The scan booster is the most obvious, as it will enable you to detect landmarks and other points of interest from further away. Beyond that, extractors will allow you to collect raw materials of various types, while fabricators enable the manufacturing. A particularly prosperous outpost may even warrant the construction of cargo links, allowing you to share resources between other outposts you have built. A planetary scan will reveal the presence of key inorganic resources, although rarer elements will be harder to find without training. And while a scan may detect the presence of life on a planet, you will have to analyze the native plants and animals yourself to know what compounds they produce. The blueprints you need to construct an outpost should already be on your watch. It will automatically connect to any available materials for construction in your ship's cargo. Captain, I will proceed to my assigned post. Read. Conversational protocols engaged. I am awaiting your query. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company. No, I was manufactured by a machine. However, Barrett has modified my programming substantially. I have advanced linguistic capability and navigational skills. I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process information with his modifications, but he did not seem to mind. Apparently, my capacity for conversation makes me a more entertaining travel companion. Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. He finds me a poor conversation partner, despite repeated attempts on his part. I do not understand the concept of gossip. Based on my understanding of Barrett, I believe he would be flattered by that assessment. Disengaging conversational protocols.
Thank you for your help before. We found the artifact.
I feel like this is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
You're doing great out there.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time.
Look at you two. I'm jealous. I tried following up on some leads myself, but came back empty-handed.
They could be anywhere, can't they? Embedded in a rock, or in the hands of an unsuspecting novelty goods trader? Good luck!
You know what? I just realized I completely overtook this whole conversation. This should be about you and Andrasia celebrating a win for the group.
I do not mind being asked to join in a debate. It was good to hear everyone's sides. But I do agree that we accomplished something together. Thank you for your help. I have no objections. Let us see what else we can find out there.
Noel, pulling some interesting data from those new artifacts. Tell the Rook to meet me back on board the station.
Roger that, Vladimir. He's on his way.
Yes, you need me? Yes, of course. I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you, and that, I think, has worked out very well. You might find it absurd, but honestly, the Lodge... I have never been surrounded by such a remarkable group of people, present company included. It has been a very long time since I have been someplace that could possibly feel like home. There are worlds beyond count out there, but that feeling is rare and precious. Honestly, I cannot answer that. So many years have been driven by survival in intense circumstances. Leisure time it's been in short supply. And I suppose I have conditioned myself to not think about it much. I do enjoy combat training, though I suppose that is hardly the answer you are looking for. You have given me something to consider. Thank you for that. Thank you for asking. Right.
Now, a new book?
Good luck finding Barrett. Keep an eye out for Hella while you're at it.
Here, I have something for you. Do not make me regret the decision. I saw it earlier and thought you might like it. Or find it useful. Or, well, whatever. Of course. We are partners, are we not? I will keep an eye out in the future. And if I see something, I might hold on to it for you.
What can I help you with?
Can't believe Barrett snuck a transmission to us. He always finds a way. Damn him.
Yeah, what is it?
Struts retract. Let's get out of here.
Star Station LO868. You need the eye?
Solid docking job there. Nice work.
Let us see how Vladimir is faring.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Now that those artifacts aren't just blips of hope in the Blackest Sea, I found an interesting pattern. The grav anomaly generated by one of those artifacts, it matches one on another planet. A bigger one. This one has been in my list of possible artifact sites for a while, but the profile didn't quite match. Now that we've gotten more artifacts, the similarities are as clear as day. All right, let me transfer over the data. But I need you wearing caution's boots for this one. No telling what this thing is or why it's so large. Going to send you the mark close as I can, but I'm having trouble pinpointing the source. You'll need to explore the area on foot. Put your scanner to work. Don't know what you'll find. Keep your eyes open. And from there, maybe you catch a smile and uncover the source of it all.
I find the interior of this ship comforting.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances, in short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Come on. There are worlds to conquer.
Undocking complete, Captain.
to something.
Let's chat about a job that needs doing. Am I ever glad to see you? We need your help. A band of heavily armed spacers has been taking what little we survive on out here. Now they've started taking shots at us, for fun. Then they flee on their ships like the cowards they are. We need someone with their own ship to take them out. You game? I knew it. We can't thank you enough.
Shields up, seals tight.
Nothing wakes you up in the morning like the sounds of...
Don't go get... Stay out of the workers' way. I don't want anyone getting hurt. Farrowlight hired us to build a factory. They're expanding their operation. I don't think I'm supposed to tell you that, but they're not paying me enough to keep secrets. If you have time to kill, check our mission board. There's a long list of jobs that I have no interest in doing myself. Bye.
is your scanner reveal? I shall stand guard while you focus. Your dismounts are flawless. Are you prepared to die?
Stay back! Stay away! Don't you come close, you hear? If you value your life, you won't come an inch closer. I'm sick. It's killing me, and I'm contagious. So stay back. Okay. Come closer and take a look. I sure hope you know what you're doing. You are saving my life. How will I ever repay you? Thank you so much. I will rest until I'm feeling well enough to leave. I cannot thank you enough.
These seats are quite comfortable. Perfect execution!
Yes? On some planets, you might get a month's worth of nights before the sun comes up. Best to stock up. Sure does. His full name is Groneveld Hubble von Houten III, but I call him Grumble for short. He's a grumpy old lizard, so the name fits, but he's also family. Domesticated and docile, but that don't mean I can bring him just anywhere. There's laws against this sort of thing. Half of them don't make no sense, but they're still laws, and you'd be a fool not to follow them. He was Ma's pet. She found him back when he was still yolking the egg. Saved him from poachers, pardon the pun. But Ma didn't stop there. She hatched him, fed him, and raised him from a wee little babe to the big, grumpy boy he is now. When she passed, she left me 2 things. Her ship and her pet. So long as I have him by my side, I feel like she's right there with me. Besides selling you stuff, I'm just taking him on a little walk so he can stretch out his little feet. He don't do so well on the ship. He may have 6 eyes, but he's blonder than a bat in a rock concert. Less is more, I guess. Anyway, as soon as he gets on board, he just starts running into things. Bumping crates, banging knees, pushing buttons. He uses his tongue to navigate more than anything, so if he licks your boot, he don't mean nothing by it. That's just his way of getting from A to B. Take your time.
Unbelievable! Damn piece of shit's broken again! Yeah, can you buy me a new ship? If not, then stay the hell out of my way. Last thing I need is you breaking it. The main problem is that she's a piece of junk, which would be fine if she wasn't also a raging you-know-what. So, if I complain about her speed, she'll just put it in park. That, or she'll just start plummeting toward the nearest planet. If I didn't know better, I'd think she was trying to kill me. What are you, rich? Because if you are, my next question is, are you single? I'm not, but I can be for the right price. Guess I'll get back to these repairs.
Hydrocarbons in abundance. Let us see how they have arranged themselves. I will let you steer. Any interesting results?
This is an active industrial site. It would be advisable to wear a hard hat. Please proceed with caution.
I thought help would never come, but here you are. We were out on patrol when corrosive vapor started to spew out of cracks in the ground. It wasn't until we made it back that we realized that one of our crew was still out there. He must have gotten hurt in all of the chaos. We need you to bring him back. Can you do this for us?
I had a feeling about you. Thank you so much.
Right, back to it.
Fine day for a drive, is it not?
have words.
That was impressive.
Are they moving? They seem to react to us.
Are you alright? We need to get you back to the lodge.
Lifting off now. Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
To any lift vessels. Worse. Deliver a message. Colonists in the system. Emergency. Come to my farm. Urgent.
I will never get tired
You are
of it.
entering United Colony space. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
I think I prefer the wild planets to this city. At least there, the predators are easier to spot. What is it? Indeed I do. All yours. Until next time. I do not spend as much time here as some of the others, but I appreciate that I was still given my own room.
Crix's bones. Look at you.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna start doing some scans. Like, right now.
We were right about the anomaly, weren't we? Tip our ears on the tail. An entire building generating a signature just like the artifact.
Vladimir, look at these readings. Cardiovascular and neurological levels aren't in the normal range.
I think we're going to need a little demonstration. Mind putting the paces to it? Everyone saw that, right?
Like a literal gift from the heavens.
And also the most practical consequence of our little venture thus far.
Got no old shipwise for this one. Going to just call weird, weird. So we have artifacts, a temple, and this power. All connected.
But we do not understand the connections. We need additional information.
Can we find more of them?
Already picked one up from the scans. Matches another one of the artifacts we found. In theory, there might be one temple for each. But sifting through all the signs to identify a match is tricky. Impossible if we don't have the right artifact to compare. And even then, it takes time. don't think it's just fortune's laugh that this temple responded to you. The artifacts, the visions, this power you've gotten, all seems to be the same song somehow. Plenty to think about. Anyway, catch a smile out there. I'll work on finding planet anomalies that match the other artifacts we have.
As much as I love uncovering new questions, I wouldn't mind a few answers now and then.